All right, we're down here on soy. What soy are we on? 13, and we're gonna walk down to the beach. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see, and we'll take you down to the beach with us. This place is almost like it's abandoned, but sometimes there's a boat, like now. Pretty cool house, quiet. It's springtime, same as everywhere else in the northern hemisphere, right? So everything's blooming. Flowers, pink, yellow, red. Been in Thailand a long time now. I'm getting ready to head back to Greece. I miss it. I'm gonna wait for high season to pass, so I'll probably head out there in September. I'm excited about that. So I stayed in Thailand a long time now, and one of the reasons is because I feel more free here than anywhere else. I really don't participate in the society. I just kind of live on the fringes and don't pay attention to politics or anything like that. And I live pretty well. So life is easy. That's one, right? Some guys are here in Pattaya or here for women or whatever. I am actually too, but I've had the same girlfriend for most of the time that I've been here. So it's not like that for me. I'm waiting for her to get a visa actually. But that's one of the reasons that I live here, or I've stayed so long rather. I've lived here, is because of the freedom. The other reason is it's a high trust society. The other day, I don't always have my phone on me. I film these things with my phone. I don't always carry my phone with me. We were in Bangkok, and I went out into an alley to have a smoke, and there was a bunch of scooters parked all around. They had their helmets, and one had like a shopping bag hanging from it. One had the keys in it, and you really start to realize that yes, I've lost my grammar too while I've been away, but you start to realize that you're in a high trust society. And it's not that people don't steal and stuff here, but I don't know about Pattaya and that type of stuff. I commented earlier. I've never been there. I don't do that stuff. Haven't been to Soy Cowboy at nighttime. I don't go to Nana. So I don't know what's happening there. I imagine once you get into that aspect of humanity, you're gonna have thieves. You're gonna have people that are gonna rip you off and steal your money. But the Thailand that I'm living is a high trust society. People really don't steal stuff here. I've given over too much money, they give it back. I've left my phone, they chase me down. Like I said, helmets, keys in the motorbike. Here's one with the helmet, the blue one. You don't see a lot of helmets here in Takiab because they don't enforce the helmet law. It's more of a Bangkok thing, where there are more police that do that. Here's one with the keys in it. So high trust society. Easy living in high trust society. Why am I leaving? Well, I'm Greek, and I want to go back to my people there in Greece. I miss my kids. I can't do the United States. I just can't do it. I'm not going to do a monologue about what I think has happened with the United States. I can't do it anymore. And being as I don't have to, I'm not going to. Takiab Beach, Monkey Mountain. And my girlfriend with her silly sun hat on. Massage people waiting for work. It's mid-afternoon. It's a little hot. It's also not only spring but the hot season. And a little bit of rain. Hua Hin, this Phetchaburi province, is the driest province, one of the driest provinces in Thailand. So we don't get a lot of rain with the rain season, but it has rained the past few days here. And they got a handy weather modification station in Cha Am just north of here, so maybe they'll bring us some more exciting weather, who knows. I should do a video of that monstrosity. It really is something like, it's like a building from Dr. Evil. The architecture is interesting considering what they're doing in there. Weather modification. What could possibly go wrong? Mostly Thai people now. High season is over. And it was interesting, it's like as soon as the bulk of the foreigners left, hordes of Thai tourists came in. It was great for business, a different style of beachgoer, different style of partier. So it's interesting to watch the change, and then that will evolve into nobody really being here, and that's my favorite part of the year. You know, when you go to one of these beach places and you're the only customer, you're getting good service, man. So remember to tip if you come in low season. They have this short window of opportunity to make the bulk of their money, and if they're open during low season, it's almost like a courtesy, man. I don't even think they make any money on low season. They open just in case. Fear of missing out. Been living here since I came at the end of August here to Takiab. What are some of the things I could say about Takiab? I like it better than Hua Hin. It's a little less gentrified, or however you want to look at it. It has a little less tourism, but it's more expensive. I guess this would be the high end of Hua Hin. The food, everything's more expensive, but I found it to also be a better quality, so kind of offsets the price. Hua Hin is like a 50-50 proposition when you're going to the low end restaurants, right? If you're gonna go to Hilton's buffet or Intercontinental brunch, I mean, you know, you're gonna get 5-star food, man. But you're gonna pay too, right? Look at these horses out here. People like to ride them. I always feel like it's too hot for the horses. I found myself at Pineapple. We wanted to do a drink, but we wanted something less expensive than Pineapple. Pineapple Club is excellent, but it's high, right? So you're gonna get excellent drinks if that's your thing. Beer is priced high. I get coffee there. They make really good coffee. But everything's high. Just a really cool atmosphere. There's a new place next to it I've never been to. I'm probably gonna sit there. I think it's probably too hot for dogs too, man. I see this dude jogging his poodle. Soy dog is a different breed, and they've adapted to the heat. And even them, they're hanging out in front of the entrances of 7-Eleven trying to catch the blast of aircon every time the door opens. So even for them, it's a little too hot. So we have the ease of living, man. And living here is so easy. Your ambition can evaporate so fast. It can be dangerous for perhaps someone that's younger or more ambitious. I'm not on the wheel anymore, and I'm not getting back on it, so I don't really feel like I'm missing out. But yeah, if you're the type of person that needs to do something, there are people here that do successful businesses, and they do all kinds of different things, from immigration to restaurants to weed shops, and they're doing well. They create venues that make money. And that's their thing. So it can be done here, but when you know, that's more for like Bangkok and stuff like that. You come to a place like Takiab, your desire to do something can really evaporate quickly. It has for me. Not that I had it when I came here. It's a struggle sometimes. You know, 2 days can pass without me doing much or nothing, and I just don't think that's the healthiest way to live until you're a lot older than I am. But as far as making money or expending energy doing shit like that, or YouTube, which, man, I need to make a whole nother video on YouTube. People are being exploited wildly, and it's just like a shift from television to people bullshitting you on YouTube. Especially the American hating videos. I dislike America, man. I don't hate it. It's not for me. I don't hate it. And I get it. You know, people crying about how to make it and shit like that. You can figure it out. Yeah, it's changed from you don't have your grandfathers. That's not the blueprint anymore. So, a lot of crying about that. It's just times have changed, man. Shit has shifted. And there are plenty of people that figure it out, including the vloggers that make videos about how hard shit has gotten and how unfair it is. They're making money. They're not talking about themselves. Yeah, I might do a video about that. I'll call out someone specific, man. They like totally biting the hand that feeds them. All right. That's my walk. We got the ease of living, the low cost of living. Okay, a lot of videos out there about that. If you're all proud of being able to live off of $800 or $1,200, and you want to convince yourself you're living your best life and your full life like that, and who the fuck knows, man? Maybe you are, but I haven't found that to be the case. So I don't do cost of living videos. But if you find yourself in a place where you want affordability, it's available here, and prices have gotten even more expensive during the short time that I've lived here as well. Things are going up everywhere, but I'm not going to be one of those dudes that tell you could live here for $1,200, or I just can't do it, bro. I'm not living in a prison cell size apartment. I'm just not doing all that. So. And then going back to the America piece, you can, if I figured it out, man, you can figure it out. That's it. So it's basically effort plus risk equals reward, right? And so it's an addition. It's not some kind of geometry, man. It's an addition problem. As the effort and the risk increase, so the reward, right? So we'll make a separate video about that. That's the third thing about Thailand. If you do want to do business, you're going to need a Thai partner. As an outsider, it's going to be harder. But these cats, I'm trying to look at an example here. There's a couple of those motorbike vendors. People set up shop and just do business, man. And in the West, they make it so hard for people to do something like that, where someone maybe with not a lot of intelligence, not a lot of ambition, maybe even not a lot of capital is usually what it is, and they can shell out a little bit of money. He can go down to Macro and buy 100 ice cream bars and throw them in his little cooler and go down to the beach and make his little money so that he could buy his food and have shelter. We make that so fucking hard for people in the West, man. It's sad. This person here is harvesting something as well. I just haven't figured out what it is, and she just looks intent. So I'm not gonna bother her by asking her, but I think she's digging up maybe some small clams or something like that, but she's not doing that shit for nothing. Yeah, that's what she's doing. Gathering up the baby clams. They put them in salad. That's the cool thing about Thailand is they use fruit and vegetables and all the resources. They use them at every stage. So like eggplant, they'll use baby eggplant. They'll use sprouts from eggplant. They'll use the full-grown eggplant. They'll use the green eggplant. They'll use the black one. So that's interesting, and that goes across the board with pretty much all food. They'll harvest it at any stage and figure out how to make it tasty. A bunch of people in the water today. Alright, so that's what I'm doing in Thailand. I'll be headed to Greece after summer goes away, and we'll do some cool videos about what it's like setting up shop there again, and bureaucratic process, and just the way of life, man. It's just something that's more conducive to my personality and lifestyle, and not as quiet as here. Until you get out into the countryside, and it's just going to be a totally different shift, and it's good for your soul, it's good for your mind, keeps you sharp, shift languages, shift cultures, shift attitudes, and it's a challenge, and it keeps you I think sharp. All right, that's it for the walk down to the beach. Talked more than I wanted. Be well. Stay tuned.